Be warned, this video will contain spoilers. Jules and Winston continue to shine as a dynamic mentor-mentee duo in Grey's Anatomy Season 21, Episode 14, and every time they share the screen, you can feel how much trust and respect has been built between them. Their scenes aren't just technically sound, they're emotionally grounded in a way that makes their partnership stand out. This episode gave us yet another example of that, especially during their rooftop conversation, which brought an unexpected shift in tone. What initially seemed like another solid professional moment between doctor and intern quickly veered into territory that felt more personal. And if you were watching closely, it's hard not to feel like the writers are starting to lay down the early hints of something romantic brewing between them. Now, let's talk about that possibility, because it's definitely complicated. Their work dynamic has been so solid this season that shifting it toward romance feels like a risky move. It could easily feel forced, especially since both of them are still carrying emotional baggage from past relationships. Winston, who's still recovering from his history with Maggie, and Jules, who's been bouncing from connection to connection. Neither one really seems ready for a new romance, especially not with someone they work with so closely. Which makes it feel like the idea of a romantic turn is less about natural chemistry and more about filling a current romance gap in the show. That said, it's not a bad thing that Jules is being given time to focus on her career and friendships. That's actually been one of the strongest aspects of her arc recently. Grey's Anatomy tends to rush its younger characters into relationships without letting them breathe, and it's been refreshing to see Jules being allowed to stand on her own. Her friendship with Mika has been one of the most compelling connections she's had, and pushing her into something new so quickly could undercut the emotional weight of that bond. If the show is going to go there with Winston, it needs to commit to a real slow burn, because if done right, a subtle, evolving romance could actually be a much-needed change of pace compared to the usual whiplash relationship drama. But what do you think? Is Grey's Anatomy building toward a true emotional partnership between Winston and Jules, or is this just another setup for some unnecessary drama? Should the show lean into the romance, or keep them as one of the strongest platonic pairings we've seen in years? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know how you're feeling about this shift.